Hello everyone, this is the Batman Statue Collector, and I'm once again coming to you from my Bat Cave. And this particular episode, I'm going to do another version of Statue Chat. Just going to be my thoughts and opinions on a current topic of statue collecting. And this particular episode, I'm going to be talking about the premium format 1/4 scale by Sideshow Collectibles, Deathstroke. All right, so let me give you a little bit of history. This particular collection right here, I fell in love with from the very first time I saw it. I got the Joker first, and I started getting the other pieces: Harley Quinn, Catwoman, Poison Ivy, and of course Batman. My goal from the very, very beginning was to take Batman and surround him by the Rogues Gallery. I have always loved the Rogues Gallery. They're my favorite villains, and it's such a rich history and a catalog that Sideshow could dive into. But unfortunately, they seem to kind of stop after I think the last one was the variant on Catwoman. All they were really making was the female characters. I guess they did do Batgirl next after that, but again, they just weren't releasing the other characters. Like, why isn't there Scarecrow, Two-Face, and all these other characters? So you can imagine my surprise, last year when they unveiled Killer Croc. I was like, oh, that is awesome. He's going to fit perfectly with this collection. And then, much to my surprise, they came out with Bane. And so I had really, really high hopes again of, what's Sideshow going to come up with next, and are they going to continue this line? And so my plan right now is to have all of these right here and have Killer Croc on this side and probably Bane on that side. And I always said, like I said, I always wanted to have all of the villains I could buy surrounding Batman. So when they unveiled with a tease Deathstroke, I was like, that's actually pretty cool looking. One thing that Sideshow and other companies are very famous for is kind of giving these previews that are very dim, very, very dark. A lot of times you really can't see the details, but it kind of gets you excited. Even whenever they fully reveal a statue, sometimes they still use this really dark shading. And I don't always feel like that does a great justice to the statues because, as a collector, you want to see all the detail. You want to see everything. And it kind of makes you wonder, what are they hiding? Why is it so dark? Why aren't they showing you the light? And so that always kind of bothers me. And, even I'm a giant fan of Prime 1 stuff, and I feel like a lot of their promo pictures are way too dark. They don't show off near the amount of detail that you can always see whenever you actually get it in hand. So sometimes the shading part doesn't do, all that justice to me. But with that said, when they first started premiering Deathstroke, or previewing him, excuse me, I was actually a little bit excited. You could kind of see that he had his swords out, and I thought, well, he'll be a different representation of the character than this guy. Now, this guy right here, in my opinion, was Statue of the Year. I know that it was a candidate to win, and in my opinion, he's amazing. The level of detail on him is second to none. Truth be told, before Arkham Origins, I really didn't know anything about the character. I guess he was more of a secondary villain in Teen Titans, as far as I know. He's kind of crept along the way into the Batman universe, but really what made me fall in love with the character was Arkham Origins. He was awesome in that game. The graphics were amazing. The fight he had with Batman was amazing. And so I fell in love with the character. And then, of course, some of the things with Ben Affleck's movie that will come out, possibly with Deathstroke in it. I'm not sure. I know there's been some changes recently with directors. But, just the character itself got me excited, for what Deathstroke is and how evenly matched he is to Batman. So when I bought this piece, it was a no-brainer for me because I just couldn't believe how awesome of a character he was in the game. And even more awesome as a statue. So with that said, again, I was kind of excited that Sideshow was putting out their own version. It's a smaller version. I thought it would fit in with my case really nicely, to go along with Bane and Killer Croc and the rest. But this week, we got the full reveal. And to say I was disappointed was an understatement. I just cannot believe how simplistic he is. I feel like he is incredibly, I guess the word lazy, I guess. And it's nothing to take away from the artist who did it, but I just feel like it is a lazy piece. And the color is so bland. Not enough color, in my opinion, not enough orange. Just uninspired. And I think I know Sideshow tries to do their own version of things, but, fans have certain expectations of what they want with their characters. They want them to look like their characters that they love. And I know Sideshow likes to play around with that a little bit. And sometimes it works, but a lot of times they're not really listening to their fans. And that's really disappointing because we are the ones that buy the statues. And with that said, then the price point comes out, $524.99. Yikes. A lot of people say, it looks like a $325 statue. Would I maybe pay that for that? Maybe. I would maybe pay that just to have it in my collection. But $525 is crazy to me. They keep saying that it's the price of materials and everything goes up. I just don't buy it. I understand that Sideshow is a company that wants to make money, just like any statue company out there or any company, period. They want to make money, but I just feel like they are on the verge of losing their customers. They lost me in this particular sale for two reasons, the price point and also lack of imagination. When you are competing against this, to me, it's a no-brainer to step up your game. To have a meeting with your staff and say, hey, we need to do something different. These other companies are kicking our butts in terms of quality, in terms of scale, in terms of just detail. So why wouldn't you do that? Why wouldn't you want to get better? Why wouldn't you want to up your game? I say that about this piece. There are certainly pieces that have come out within the last year that have been absolutely stunning. But if you look at the level of detail that Prime 1 is putting out, or previewing even in their other lines, this week the Venom went on sale, and Prime 1 previewed tonight the new Spider-Man that's going to be coming out. And you take that and you put it right next to the level of detail on their pieces, it blows them out of the water. Now, that's not to say that the statues that they're making are not good or good enough for some folks, but the fact is that the price is becoming so high that they're getting close to these other pieces. Now, I know that Prime 1's pieces are, 7, 8, 9, even 1,000 or more for these pieces. But to me, they're actually worth it because of the level of detail. The level of size, the level of detail that they're putting out is so much better than the 1/4 scale simplistic statues for, $100, $200, $300 less. It boggles my mind. I just don't understand. Because in my opinion, Sideshow is a great company and they've put out amazing products. Like I said, I absolutely love what I have. I love a lot of the statues that I have. But again, when you compare them to what other companies are putting out, it's just amazing to me that they're not wanting to put out something with more quality, more detail. So, with that said, I will not be getting the Deathstroke premium format. It kills me because I would have loved to have ordered it had it been just something a little bit different. And it also kills me when I see on the Facebook boards that say, or that post pictures of custom ones that people are doing on their computers, or they're custom printing out, and they're better. They're better than what Sideshow's putting out. And so I am a believer that Sideshow can put out things that are very good. But when you release photos like Deathstroke and you charge that amount of money for him, I know that one's not going to sell as well. And Sideshow knows it too. And maybe they're okay with that. But I really wish that they would step up their game because, again, they're good company. And I know that they try to do right by the fans, but I just don't feel like they listen to the fans on what they want. They pump out what they want, and that's all there is to it. Whereas I know Prime One, even with some of their statues, and I know especially in the beginning, they listened especially really to changes that fans really wanted. But again, a company like Prime One, or even XM in some cases, they are producing the statues that people are really wanting and desiring. Seeing the Spider-Man photos tonight of what Prime One's going to do, it's like it just blows everything out of the water. The Mr. Freeze recently, again, just the level of detail. It's what people want. And believe me, people want a Mr. Freeze from Sideshow. They want a Two-Face. They want a Riddler. Why aren't you doing it? We want it, but make it worth our time. Make it worth our money. Money is very, very valuable and very hard to come by. And so if we're going to spend this kind of money on a statue, people are definitely willing to pay the money, but it has to be worth it. And I think people are finally getting to that tipping point where, you know, if it's not good enough, I'm not going to buy it. And it's a long time coming, Sideshow. It is a long time coming. I still believe in you. I know that you have it in you to make better statues, but I'm really disappointed with Deathstroke, and I think it's just incredibly uninspired for what it could be. You know, look what you're competing against. Again, it's just night and day. That's my 2 cents on Deathstroke. Let me know what your thoughts are. I know a lot of people have not been happy with the statue at all. I know that people are not ordering it. I'm sure there will be some, obviously, that will, and if you're ordering it, more power to you. I hope you enjoy your statue. But for another couple $100 more, you can get this guy. I think he is so much better than what's out there from Sideshow. So that's just my 2 cents. It's my thoughts, my opinions. But please like, comment below right here. Let me know exactly what you think, what's on your mind. And again, please let me know if you're enjoying these statue talks, these statue chats. And I'll keep doing them for you. So I've enjoyed this. I hope you have too. I hope you have a great rest of the day. This has been the Batman Statue Collector, and as always, I'll see you in the Batcave.